Welcome back to Daybreak Extra on Trust TV. Well, we did advertise earlier that we were going to be taking something light on the show today to make sure that your weekend is just cool and breezy. And of course, we're talking about entertainment. And of course, who better to talk entertainment with than our own very resident entertainment guru, Rosemary Bassi, right here in the studio. You're welcome back.
Hello,
I mean, like,
Ibrahim.
this used to be our show.
Yes, our show.
So this is like a homecoming for you now.
You and Husseina abandoned me, so...
We didn't.
Yes,
we're always here for you.
We always told you that the door was always open.
You're the
yes.
prodigal daughter. Prodigal daughter. You've returned.
You're going to call me, that's no problem.
Yeah, so welcome to the show this morning.
Thank you.
Yeah, so what's going on? What's the latest on the entertainment scene? I mean, like, lots of things must have been happening, lots of buzz, people fighting each other. So what's the latest?
I mean... So far, so good. What's happening or what is in the news right now is the issue of Mercy Aigbe and her current husband
the second wife
his ex-wife, according to her. Then we also have the Timaya alleged hit-and-run incident. We have Davido flying out his whole crew for his O2 show in London.
Okay.
And yeah, I mean, that's just about
So let's talk about this Mercy Aigbe thing. I mean, like, what's so crazy about it? I mean, like, people marry two wives all the time. So what's so different about this one? Why is it creating so much controversy?
Well, I mean, the ex-wife, as she calls herself, she released a statement saying that she and Mercy were friends before Mercy got married to the man. And according to her, or what I felt her pain was that, you know, you bring someone in to your family, into your circle, and then you feel stabbed at the back. Because she's saying, oh, when she planned a surprise party for her birthday, she invited Mercy and Mercy's former husband at the time.
So, you know, was shared as well.
Yeah, so to her, it's like, it's not necessarily that the man married a second wife. It's the fact that
he married
you
Mercy.
Married my friend.
Oh, I see.
But then the funny thing is, Mercy hasn't come out to say, oh, this woman isn't my friend, or this woman was my friend. So she's just, you know, in the, what I call it, the gray area. She's just saying, my husband is allowed to marry as many wives as he wants. She's not denying the fact that she's a second wife. She's acknowledged that, oh, there's someone before her in the whole situation.
Now, you also have the former wife, that's the ex-wife, you know, accusing Mercy of, you know, having something to do with her husband since Mercy's son was 5 months. And that will mean, you know, this has actually been happening even when she was married, you know, to her own husband. And, you know, does this actually confirm the fact that the husband accused Mercy of, you know, sleeping around while they were married?
I mean, well, you honestly can't say because we're not sure it might be this man. It could have been someone else. But
or no one at all.
Or no one at all, exactly. You know how these scandals go.
So the backstabbery of the whole situation is what makes it kind of...
Yeah. I mean, because at the end of the day, he's Muslim. He's entitled to 4 wives. After Mercy, I'm very sure in Mercy's mind, if he comes up today and say, oh, I'm going for a 3rd wife, she wouldn't, you know, argue. She herself knows she's second. There's someone above her. There's going to be a 4th wife if possible. So it's not supposed to cause so much drama. But you know, the thing with women, once you steal someone's boyfriend, husband, it's never going to be forgotten. Like, it's a very big scar. Any woman that finds it easy to, okay, forgive that friend and move on with that friendship or accept whatever is happening. She's a very strong one.
So that's if we're operating under the assumption that they were actually
friends. True.
Oh, okay. Okay, but we don't have any reason to doubt that, do we?
Okay, now you have the lady has actually, the ex has actually been quiet for a while, even when, you know, they're flaunting their relationship, you know, and, you know, the pre-wedding pictures and all that. But now she's actually come out to say that she's trying to get the record straight, that it's regarding the interview where Mercy said she's rich, so she doesn't really need a man, but, you know, she found love and all that. She's saying the husband should stop painting a perfect picture of a marriage that he clearly doesn't have with you know, the ex. That means, you know, they've been done for a really, really long time. And the woman is actually blaming Mercy as the cause, saying, you know, she's the side chick. She was a side chick, and she was a problem in their marriage for years. And that was why their marriage, you know, didn't last this long. And now she went and in turn, you know, married her husband. So.
Well, so I guess there are lots of things involved, lots of intricacies there that, well, we actually won't know looking at it from the outside. It's only them that are actually there. It's only right now it's in the spotlight because there's a celebrity involved. Yeah,
definitely. But it happens a lot.
So that's the whole situation. That's the whole situation.
I'm just surprised how the man has been able to stay
out
quiet.
of the limelight.
Yeah. He mustn't just like drama, because I mean at some point you have to find a way to defend yourself.
If you don't like drama, if you don't like drama, then don't marry a celebrity.
So talking about celebrity marriages, you know, you also have Annie Dibia saying she enjoyed her relationship with Two-Face when they were single, you know, when they were single and when he wasn't famous yet, because, you know, there's a lot of peace and all that. But now that, you know, he's known, you have a lot of, you know, women, a lot of people sliding into his DM,
and then
you know,
you still have people throwing opinions, your
fans. Exactly.
So that's the thing. If you don't want that, notoriety, then you should stay away from celebrities. You understand?
But then that's the thing. What if you fall in love with a celebrity?
Well, that's the thing. Then you take you take what comes with it. You understand?
No, obviously you take what comes with it, but at the same time you're your own person, and whoever you marry is their own person.
because you're going into it with your eyes wide open. You know that this guy is a celebrity or this woman is a celebrity, and I'm going to date this person and I'm going to be in the spotlight.
Yeah, but I'd give you a perfect example. The fact that you're an extrovert doesn't mean if I marry you as an introvert, I'm going to change to an extrovert. I'm just trying to say, even if I marry a celebrity now, I wouldn't always want to be in the limelight. That is his person, that is his job, his career. Do your thing, but you know, I would still try to shelter myself.
You'll try to do that.
Yeah, of course.
But if the spotlight comes on you, then you shouldn't complain, because you actually went there with your eyes wide open.
Complain.
Exactly. You know that this person is a celebrity and these things go along with it. Yeah. So you take what comes with it. That's all I'm saying.
All right, so can we move on from celebrity marriages now? I'm glad you didn't hear what I said earlier. You know, so
nobody heard it. You said it to yourself.
She did.
you said
all right,
it to yourself.
So now there was a wedding party that actually happened, and you know how when you go for a wedding, souvenirs are shared and everything. But it was a very, very thoughtful souvenir, I tell you, and because kegs of
they give a fuel. Exactly. So that's fantastic. That's
kegs
really
of petrol, you know.
I saw the video, and the only thing that came to my mind was, how were they able to get this fuel one? Who is the, will I say, fortunate or unfortunate person that had to stand in the queue and buy? Because
not necessarily. What if they own a petrol station themselves, or they have access? Yes.
Have access
to someone who owns a filling station. Or they own it themselves.
Considering the fact that we are going through a period of fuel scarcity,
well, how they got it is really not the issue.
Well, you are the same person that said something about, you know, me, you know, knowing someone and everything. So what do you mean? What are you saying?
No, that's different. But I'm just saying, fuel as souvenir. Come on, people are.
It's a very thoughtful souvenir because people need fuel for their generators at home.
Not?
People need fuel for their cars in case they came in on red.
Say, that, Rosemary, you're trying to say if you were at that wedding and they gave you that keg of fuel,
I will collect.
You'll feel insulted and say, why are you giving me petrol? I'm not a black marketer. I don't want this.
No. I'm just saying, like, coming from the perspective of people who are queuing and, you know, waiting night and day, because for you to give out fuel as souvenirs, you're getting it in a large quantity.
Yes.
And like you're standing in the same queue that somebody that wants to drive their passenger and make money.
That's why I said it's not necessary that they were actually in a queue. It's possible that they owned, you know, there are back gates that you can actually follow.
Yes, I know.
You know that, right?
That's what Rosemary is saying. What Rosemary is saying is it's unfair on those that are standing on the queue for you. But the thing is,
of course, if you give me fuel right now, that's proposal.
They got this fuel. They got this fuel not for themselves.
For other people.
Exactly. They give other people. They gave it out. They didn't sell it. You know, they went, it was not accessible, they
free.
Got it, and they gave
How
this
many
thing
government
out
officials
for
have
free.
You
done
sound
that?
like you need fuel.
I really need fuel.
You sound like you need fuel.
Everybody
You
needs
wish you
fuel.
were at that event. So that you
I
can
do.
You know,
I really do.
Everybody needs fuel, so I think it's a good thing. You got this fuel that's scarce, and you're giving it away to people. I feel like it's...
It actually doesn't look much, but you know, it looks okay. You know, it's enough, at least for you to take you back home. If you came on red.
Why are you going for an event on red? Go and join me.
Oh my goodness. Still talking about fuel, and you talked about black marketers earlier. You know, there's a story of how they call him an illegal petrol, marketer, and his wife were actually killed in fire disaster caused by fuel stored in their home in Jos. Really, really sad one. Really, really sad one indeed.
I think people underestimate how flammable fuel is. Even in Nigeria here, like if you go around, you watch how people leave their fuel kegs under the sun. It's a very, very wrong thing to do. And then because of the scarcity, people are panic buying. You're panic buying, you're not storing it properly. Something is... No one wishes for the worst, but something is bound to happen with that much fuel.
According to this report, apparently the fire erupted from the kitchen where Mr. Pam hoarded petrol at his residence in Zawang community of Jos South local government area of the state.
Now imagine in your kitchen, you probably have gas, you probably have fire.
Yeah,
you do. Like that's just...
Well, you had to keep it somewhere.
Not in the kitchen.
Not in the kitchen.
Why would you put fuel in your kitchen?
You know how they say if you have fuel now, you're a very rich person?
Yes.
Back then it was onions, now it's fuel.
But we don't know how
currency is always changing.
We don't know how large his house actually is.
But it actually cost him his life.
But I'm pretty sure you could just keep it outside.
So for someone to steal it?
Or in the bathroom. In the bathroom.
If you didn't have one?
Come on, you can't put fuel in the one place you know you're going to...
If it is a shared bathroom, I mean, like he has a compound and he shares it with like dozens of other people, and he goes and keeps his fuel there and somebody steals it.
Okay,
why
Ibrahim,
would you even
I believe he has a parlor
why
or he
would
has
you
a
even
room.
store fuel in the first place?
Because it's scarce, and he found it, and he wants to keep it.
This is a sad event.
It is sad, really, but very seriously. I mean, like the kitchen is somewhere that you should not even think about it. You really shouldn't really think about keeping fuel there. I mean, like it's just a recipe for disaster, and it's unfortunate that it actually happened like that. But it's also an eye opener for other people. You know, yes, fuel is scarce. If you get it and you want to keep it, don't keep it in your kitchen. Keep it somewhere else.
Somewhere else.
You understand?
You know the sad thing now is they left behind a 4-month-old baby, and apparently when the wife was actually outside, the husband was sleeping and she was outside, and then she saw smoke coming out of the house, and she went in to save her husband. That was where she died.
No, this story is getting more and more depressing.
Yes, it is. It actually is
getting more and more depressing.
Really
well,
sad.
I do
and
hope
for
people...
the past couple of months, there's been stories of a whole family dying in fire disasters and everything.
I mean, we had one newspaper, the woman who I think had 3 children.
Her 3 children died, and then another lady whose husband actually died earlier, and then 6 family members just went at once.
Well, I thought we were supposed to be talking about entertainment. This is a downer.
It's an entertainment too. It's still part of what's happening.
The funny part is like keeping the fuel in the kitchen.
Yes, that is the part that we should really should discourage things like that. There was a story about a hit and run that we were talking about earlier. That Timaya actually, yes.
Well, so a lady came out on Instagram, posted pictures, videos of her sister, saying her sister was hit by Timaya and she tried to contact him, but he blocked her. Then there was another video of him being interrogated by the police. He was carried away, and then he released a statement saying he was chased by 4 men. If I'm being honest, nothing is corresponding, because the girl says Timaya hit her sister's car. Okay. So I don't. You're being chased by 4 men in a car on the road. How are you running away from them that you hit someone else? Okay, let's even acknowledge the fact that you were being chased. The lady said she reached out to you that, in the process of you being chased, you hit my sister, so Come on.
So how was she sure? How is she sure that it was Timaya that actually hit her?
Maybe the sister has given her gist now, because you won't just wake up and want to point fingers at his keyword celebrity.
No, people actually do that a lot.
Yeah, but I mean, you have to have like some form of evidence or backup to support your story. And for Timaya to block her, I feel like that's the last thing he should have done, because it shows some level of
it all depends.
Yes, he probably felt he was trying to be swindled or something.
Exactly. We don't know the context of
what engagement
they actually had.
Block her. I mean, these people have personnel that can handle such things for them. Reach out to the girl or send an email saying, oh, you don't want to, defamation of character, things like that. You can sort it out. But if you message me and I block you, the first thing that will come to my mind is I'm running away from something. Whether or not I am truly innocent, I would at least find a way to still reach out to you. But blocking you at a go.
Well, he did say that he was being chased by a couple of...
after.
Yes, he was being chased. So now let's operate under the assumption that he was being chased. How sure is he that she's not in on it?
Question.
I'm sorry.
It's a question. How sure is he that she's not in on it?
That's the question.
We're looking at it from both angles here. You understand?
How is she's not the one that got hit? Her sister.
Yes.
Yes, it's the sister that he's talking about.
How is he not sure that the sister was not in on it?
But if I were to be part of any
Okay,
plan,
so if
I don't see myself as the person ending up in the hospital.
So was the sister right in front of him when he hit her, and she swirled, or she was beside, and
she's even saying that the sister
brushed
that he hit the car. So I don't know if it was
he hit the
automobile
sister's car.
accident. Yes.
So
the car she was in.
Yeah.
It could be.
It's possible.
The car was blocking him from
running away.
Exactly, from escaping from those dudes that were following him. And
so what if there were assassins, coming after him, and then because there was a car there and he was actually seen an escape route, no matter how narrow it was, for him to, hit the car and then move. Do you get? What if the car was, in the middle of the road and he couldn't move and he had to stop and these people came out and shot him there and then?
I'm not in a position to judge, but say, for example, I'm Timaya and Husseina's explanation. If I have to hit your car to escape from people trying to kill me, and I know I hit your car, that's a fact. Someone reaches out to me and say, oh, you hit my sister earlier on, she's in the hospital, this, that. I wouldn't block you. I'm very sure Timaya has like a whole PR team. He would explain to them, oh, this happened earlier in the day, happened last week, in the week. Please reach out to this person, whatever needs to be done. Hospital funds, you are where you hit somebody, true or false. You're not taking that away. So there's no point for the back and forth. But then you are blocking me. Why are you blocking me?
Well, it all depends. We don't know what she said to him. Do you know what she said to him?
Well, no. I
so
don't know
that's the thing. We don't know what the context of the... Well, anyway, I'm not saying that people should hit people and run away and not justifying whatever it is. Well, all I'm saying is that we should look at it from all angles, from different perspectives. There's always two sides. You understand?
Of course, there's always
he has his reasons.
My only concern in the whole situation is the fact that he blocked her. Because, you see, we're human beings and like the way we think, it's different, but it's also very similar. It's just the same way somebody that is owing you money, when you message them, they block you. Or somebody asks you for something and you block them. It just shows some level of guilt or no interest.
If someone insults,
or the fact that you're hiding from something.
If someone insults you and attacks you, you block that person as well.
But according to her, she said she reached out that her sister was in the hospital.
She reached out, but how did she reach out to him?
All right, let's move on to, something in the abroad.
Yeah, please.
Talking about Kim Kardashian and Kanye West, it mustn't have been funny. Kim Kardashian is now single, and this is like her third husband, yeah?
Third husband, right? And Kanye West is definitely not taking it easy at all. And she dropped the name West on all her social media platforms. And if she did that, then it means she actually dropped the name on her. She's
legally
been declared
as well.
legally single.
Yes.
She's dropped the surname West.
So I don't know. we talked about divorces rates.
I'm heartbroken for Kanye right now.
Me
really.
too. I'm such a big Kanye.
Well, he actually seemed to have moved on since, because he's dating this particular, what's her name, Megan Fox, not
Julia Fox.
Julia Fox.
And I'm sorry, but that relationship has sailed.
It has?
Yes.
But she's still coming on social media. I think she's as crazy as, I don't know. Well, she's still coming on social media saying, you know, he's the best relationship she's ever had.
Yeah, I mean,
you know, she loves him and all that.
You know, the fact that people get together, and I'm just speaking, I'm not sure this is what is in her mind, but she's probably just trying to, you know, give the scenario that the fact people get together and separate doesn't mean, you know, things have ended in
they can still be friends.
Yeah,
and all
they can
that.
still be friends, because if we want to check it through the whole divorce process, Kanye West has been with like 3 different people. There was some model he was seeing before Julia Fox, and now he's with someone else. And I think the person he's even with currently, people tagged her to be a Kim Kardashian lookalike, because the picture of 2 of them together, she looked exactly like Kim, dressed like Kim.
But I mean, Kim Kardashian has like her own. There's a way they can actually do a makeup on you and you look like Kim Kardashian.
You don't even need to do makeup, just dress like her and wear certain type of shades,
hair,
and wig.
You know, and look certain type of makeup as well.
You look like her.
But yes, but let's not like digress from the issue. The issue right now is Kanye.
Kanye. That's the issue. I do feel bad for Kanye.
Exactly, we need to feel for Kanye.
I used to be an ardent lover of Keeping Up. And like I've watched them, you know, Kanye is so in love with Kim.
He actually has his biopic out, you know that, right?
Jesus.
Yes, Jesus.
Yes. So, you know, he loves Kim. He likes to dress her up. He likes to travel with her.
I'm watching it.
I don't believe you. Okay, you will watch it.
Yes, exactly. Yes,
okay.
I'll be watching it.
I mean, I'm pretty sure the divorce is hard. It's hard for him.
Yeah, it is.
Having to see him overreact on Instagram and, you know, the way he's been.
And he was actually complaining that, you know, she hasn't allowed him see the children and everything.
Yeah.
That's just me.
But I mean, to be honest, if your husband was acting out on social media, do you think you'd let him come close to
But she was the reason why he was acting out.
If she had allowed him see him in the first place,
she's the reason why he was acting out.
If she had allowed him see them in the first place, he wouldn't act out.
No, but personally, Kim has complained of Kanye's behavioral problems.
But she knew about that before she married him.
Everybody knew Kanye was unstable.
Yes, we all knew.
Was he?
Even me in Nigeria stuff, I know.
Of course he was. Everybody knew. When he
didn't seem unstable.
He was going on stage on the Grammys and shouting lots of crazy things when he was saying that
before they were even friends. We all knew.
When you were saying black people are always playing the victims of slavery and they should move on. I mean, like, you didn't see that.
She knew what she signed up for.
You didn't see that.
And you know, when he got married to her, we're actually really excited. Oh, at least he has found someone who can take his madness.
And now she's broken him.
Come on.
And now she's broken him. She has broken Kanye. She has broken Kanye for us.
She actually has. He's
but
a genius.
You know what they say about the Kardashian curse too. You also have to put that into respect.
Kanye is a musical genius. He's a musical genius. We just hope that he comes back. You know,
yeah,
I think he should just. I mean,
if you
give us another
go
album.
back in time and check through people who have creative minds, they often suffer some form of mental setback. It's just normal. You have so much going on in your head, like you can't just put one and one together. So I do feel
Kanye should come out with a new album.
Done that too, but I mean you have to download
we actually feel sorry for him more because, you know, it's his first marriage and we really thought it was going to last. I did. I mean,
we always think so many things are going to last, aren't we?
All right, so let's move on to a story of 3 Nigerian students and a woman who were arrested for smuggling drugs in North Cyprus. And, you know, they actually smuggled the drug inside pepper, hot, red pepper.
Yeah, so
as in they opened the pepper.
It was inside the pepper. Yes,
the drugs, and then they closed it back. People are smart. You can't take it away from people. People are very, very creative.
That will throw off the dogs as well.
Yeah, exactly.
I understand. That will throw off the dogs.
How do you put drugs in pepper? I want it. This is not bottle that you say you seal it back.
No, but it's actually sealed. You understand, covered and everything. So you just put it in. Like if you had like a black bag of pepper, like it's quite much. You put it in.
Unfortunately, they were not that smart since they got caught. Really?
True.
They were really not
True.
that smart. They were not as smart as they thought they were since they got caught.
I mean, I'm still trying to imagine how hot the drugs will be when you bring it out.
No, it all depends on how it's
already.
packed.
It actually sealed. It's sealed already.
You understand? It all depends on how it was actually packed, you know? Lots of people do crazy things when it comes to smuggling drugs, you know?
A whole lot of people do
swallowing it
things.
is really not the craziest thing that you'll find out right now. So.
I think swallowing is the easiest.
Exactly.
It's the easiest for them.
There was a time where swallowing drugs was like the craziest thing.
Yeah.
But now there are lots of other nasty stuff out there. And it's terrible.
All right, so just before we go, right, there's this thing that has actually been trending online, and, you know, a lot of people are mad, especially, you know how when something happens to one broadcaster or one broadcaster, whether it's radio or TV, and, you know, a whole lot of them flock, you know, either to support or to, you know, go against. So apparently yesterday on Arise TV, yes, Ruben Ebati, you know, introduced a reporter that was, you know, on ground when the Ukrainians came in, when the Nigerians from Ukraine came in, and, you know, while she was talking to him, she kept calling him, you know, because you know how it is when, you know, you're trying to connect from the studio to the streets, you know, and everything, and she kept calling him Ruben, you know, Ruben, you know, Ruben and Ruben and Ruben. And then in the end, after they were done with the report, you know, he called her, he said, mannerless young people. So a lot of, you know, broadcasters came out, you know, supporting the reporter, saying what she did was the right thing because she's being professional. You can't come on air and be calling, just because you're older, you're calling them honorable chief or Mr.
Chairman.
You know, the thing with I've noticed with Africans, we love respect so much.
And you know, sometimes even the reporters, you know, they actually feel guilty calling you by your name.
Yes, that's how it's supposed to be.
Do you get what I'm saying? But it's work. Do you get? It's work. So you need to be able to separate.
No, you know, like growing up, you've always been given that mindset that people that are older than you must always add sir or ma or auntie. You must just find one nice, polite title before.
Yeah, and we make that mistake a lot as well. It goes
down to secondary schools where you're calling somebody senior. Why don't they call you junior? Like, I'm just saying, like, every junior above a junior should be calling that person junior. It doesn't.
I've been trying to get Dashan to call me Senior Ibrahim for a very long time. She hasn't been doing it.
His grey hair.
She hasn't been doing it.
Grey beard.
Yes, my grey beards. They look nice on me.
Senior Ibrahim. Yeah. SNR.
I don't even have his time. He knows that. He already knows that.
No, we just love so much respect.
Yeah, definitely, you know. And then him, I think, I would say it's a slip of tongue because he shouldn't have actually said that on air. He shouldn't have, you know, called, because he attributed it to, you know, every other young person, saying mannerless young people. Yes. Apparently, you know,
they don't like young people in this country. It's either we are unemployed or we are mannerless or we're just doing... We never seem to do something right.
Well, that's for you young people to decide for yourselves.
I'm sorry, Senior Ibrahim.
Yes, that's for you young people. You know, you young people have a way of looking at things that are quite different from the way we see it. Yes, exactly.
The older generation, of course.
We are elders.
All right, so on a final note, a UniJOS student, University of Jos student, committed suicide. Yes, we do not know why. You know, we thought, you know, the era of students committing suicide has actually gone. But this guy actually left a note before, you know, he took his own life. And he said, "Goodbye, I love you all. See you on the other side of the world till we part no more." I know most students in the past who have actually done this, you know, it's due to one issue or the other in their academics, you know, lecturers who do not want to see them, you know, move forward and everything, and the frustration and all that, not being able to handle it, you know, so, but, you know, may his soul rest in peace.
You know, the thing is, I always tell people that you have to forgive people that commit suicide because it's not easy to take
your own
life. The amount of stress and pressure you are under to reach that point, people shouldn't be angry or say why. Like, just pray for that person to find peace. Because at the end of the day, like, life is filled with both good and bad. You can't just have you know, just one side of it. Even if you think your life is so terrible, in your quiet moments, you can sit down and pick out, you know, moments that are dear to you, moments that you can say were good, were memorable. So when somebody goes to an extent to take their life, it's very, very sad. It's very sad.
All right. I think with that, we've come to the end of this particular discussion. Thank you so much, Rosemary, for, you know, gracing us with your beautiful presence.
Thank you.
Okay. I hope you will, you know, come in some other time. Okay. All right. Fantastic.
Don't close the door.
No, it's not closed. It's always open for you. You know that. Okay. Ibrahim.
Senior Ibrahim.
Yes, Rosemary.
Senior Ibrahim.
It was nice having you.
It was nice with you.
Yes, it did, because this is our show.
Yes,
and the show misses you.
I miss it too. Don't worry, I'll be here more often.
Yeah, we hope that. Yes, we hope that happens.